and welcome back to Bubba Football. I'm Bubba, and this week I'm here to tell you about 7 players that will win you your fantasy matchups. Last week you had players like JSN, Rico Dowdle, Cam Scatteroo, DeAndre Swift, Patrick Mahomes, and good old Drake London and Bijan win you your fantasy matchups. And this week I'm here to tell you about the 7 that will do the same this week. So, number 1 is Green Bay's one and only Tucker freaking Kraft against the Cardinals. The Cardinals allow 14.5 PPR points to tight end ones this season. That is the best matchup for your tight ends this year. And this game is tied for the 4th highest over-under with a 44.5 over-under. And fun fact, Tucker Kraft, when he plays 305 plus, he's averaging 14.3 PPR points this season. Add that on to the Cardinals' already failing tight end defense. He could go nuclear. The Cardinals have only racked up 11 sacks in 6 games, averaging under 2 sacks a game. So Jordan will have plenty of time to throw and get that ball to Tucker Kraft. So Kraft, 7+ receptions, 70+ yards, and a TD, putting up 20+ PPR points this week. Numero dos is Rome Odunze. He's going to have a bounce-back week. Monday night, he did not play well. So, against the New Orleans Saints, Rome Odunze is going to go nuclear. The Bears face off against the Saints this week, and they have allowed 14 passing TDs through 6 weeks, and along with that, are allowing 22 receptions a game. That is not a good standpoint for your wide receiver 1. So, Rome has scored in 4 out of 5 of his games and is averaging a score in each game. He had 1 game for 2 touchdowns and the rest were 1, except for Monday night where he struggled. So, Rome Odunze could put up 77+ receptions, 80+ yards, and a TD. Not 70 receptions. I would love that, but he won't do it. So, number 3 is Deebo Samuel and Bill. Deebo is facing off against the Cowboys this week, and they're the single-handedly the best matchup for your one receiver ones, your 2s, your 3s, your dad, and your dog. Basically, anything under the sun, they're your best bet to go off. So, Deebo's already averaging 17.7 PPR points so far this year, and Deebo's put up 30, and then he's put up 5. This will be a 30-point week for Deebo Samuel against the Dallas Cowboys. He's averaging 17.7 against 3 top 10 defenses this year, and he has the Dallas freaking Cowboys. So, Deebo, 7 receptions, 90 yards, and a TD. And for Bill against the Cowboys, now, they are the best wide receiver defense, but they're also the 5th best matchup for your running backs. I'm not really looking at the ground game for Bill this game. Looking at the running back passing game, the game that CMC's been ruling for the last 7 seasons, and Bill will have that type of. Cowboys allow a whopping 22.9 PPR points to running backs this year, and they're allowing 6 receptions plus 60 yards on average, and that's 12 of the 23 alone. So, Bill can put up 25+ touches, 115+ total yards, and a TD. He might put up 2 this week. Numero 5. Quattro is Quinshon Judkins. The Dolphins allow the most rushing yards this season, along with being the 8th best matchup for your RBs this season. They allow 45 receiving yards to running backs this year, and along with that, 5 receptions a game to running backs. And that's 10 points alone without a single carry. So, Quinshon can put up 24+ touches, 100+ yards, and I think he can put up multiple touchdowns this week. So, number 6 and 7 are Matthew Stafford and Davante Adams against the Jaguars. The Jaguars have a terrible cornerback room. They lost their best cornerback, in my opinion, to the Cleveland Browns. They did get a safety, but that's not where Davante shines. He shines in the slot. So, Devontae could go off with Puka out. The Jags are the sixth best matchup, along with being terrible cornerback room for your wide receivers and QBs. And their cornerback play, man, it is horrid out there. They just traded their best corner, as I said, to the Browns. So they're going to be working with Travis Hunter, who also plays offense, so he's going to be tired. And I can't even name the dudes after Travis Hunter. So Devontae could shine in the slot without Puka. I have Devontae going for 8 receptions, 90 plus yards, and a TD, putting up 23 PPR. And I have Matthew Stafford throwing for 300 plus yards, 3 plus TDs, and let's say 15 rushing yards. So, on that note, win your fantasy leagues this week. Subscribe, like, do all the good stuff for me. Peace out.